And you need to do the research of how much money,
Well, you've done it already. So
how much money
knowledge.
charity leaders pay themselves. Will you do that research?
So you've done it already. So
Will you do it? Or you just, is it above you? Doing some work
You said
and
you've done
learning
research.
about how charity is. If you're going to give money to charity, at least have the common
Listen,
decency
you're not even
to
answering my
learn
question.
how much the charity leadership
You
is
said-
paying
There's a lot
themselves.
of charities out there, isn't there? You want us to research
Yeah,
every charity?
the ones you give money to.
Right, the
At
ones-
least
the
learn
ones I give
where
money
they
to-
get their money
The
from.
ones I give money to, they're
Listen,
100%
listen.
And remember,
non-profit organisations.
non-profit, and yet they're getting rich and sending their children to private
Go on,
schools.
prove it then. What's your evidence?
Yeah.
You've done your research.
I have
You've done your
researched.
research on charities.
And
So,
you
listen,
too
you're not
can
understanding
also
the talk.
do some research.
That's what you're good at, just bullshit.
You know, there's
Listen,
something.
Bullshit.
in the world
Yeah.
called-
Then why are you still here?
Because you're not answering my question. I
You're
want
still
to prove
here?
you wrong.
You think it's
I want to
bullshit?
prove you wrong.
That's not my
Okay,
problem.
listen, how long have charities been?
Life is very hard. And typing into Google charities and how much money they
that's what
make
you've
for
done.
themselves
You've got your stuff on Google.
is obviously too hard for you.
No,
That's
that's-
fair enough. But when I give money to an institution, when I give money to somebody, I want a minimum standard in what I'm giving that money to.
more than a minimum
But
standard.
you don't want to have a minimum standard.
Yes, we
That's
do.
fair enough.
Prove it.
You don't do the research.
You've done
I
the
won't.
research, you told me.
I will not condemn you for not bothering to do any research, but I do implore people to actually do some research of what their problems have been solved. And remember, charity would never exist if there was a minimum standard of living.
So why is
If
there-
all of us was given a minimum wage, all of us given us a great education, a great health service, there would be no poverty. And in that world, therefore, there's no charity, is there?
But that world doesn't exist, so we need
Yeah,
charity.
that world doesn't exist because charities will never let that world happen. Charities will never let the world happen where there's a standard of decency. They can't have that because then they can't do adverts showing children dying of poverty and hunger. You can't have that advert anymore when everybody has a minimum standard. What's the rich charity leadership going to do? He's going to got nothing to do anymore because everybody has their needs met at a basic level. Does that make sense? A basic level. Basic human rights, basic education, a basic health service, and a basic access to a defined and strong, powerful democracy.
Okay, can I ask a question?
Sorry?
Sounds like the Soviet Union.
What, democracy sounds like the Soviet Union? If you think that sounds like the Soviet Union, then maybe you should actually bother do some research of what happened with Stalin and his monstrous ways over there.
Okay, can I
Maybe you
ask you a
should do
question
some
now?
research. You love to talk, but you don't like doing Googling.
You love to talk, but you're not saying anything.
Yeah, I'm on a platform. Of course I love to talk.
So then answer my
You
question.
don't need to point out the
Answer my
obvious.
question.
Do I have to do everything you say?
So you just.
Do I have to do everything you say?
Dodging facts at this
You're very demanding, aren't you? You're very demanding. Yeah, I'm on a platform and you're here. You don't need to be here. You can walk away. My life doesn't change. Your life doesn't change. But yet you're still here listening to me say that charity is fundamentally flawed. Fundamentally flawed. You think poverty can't be solved. Guess what? If you think poverty can't be solved once and for all, that means it's guaranteed to happen forever. You're the reason poverty happens. You're the reason. You're the reason. You're the reason.
You're also the reason.
The only reason why something
You're
exists,
the biggest reason.
the only reason why something exists is because somebody willed it to happen. War doesn't happen by magic. Rape doesn't happen by magic. Poverty does not happen by magic. It happens by design because your religious leaders have defined that is absolutely the best standard of living is no standard of living. That's what your Abrahamic religions have defined it.
Sit here and insult charity, but charity has done more.
I'm not insulting it. I'm saying it shouldn't exist.
Charity has done more than you've ever done in your life.
What have you done for the poor?
Has it solved poverty?
What have you done?
What have you done for the poor?
It's helped.
What have you done to help?
It's held. But one thing is guaranteed. One thing guaranteed that poverty has done is made the people that own it very rich. They walk away full of conceit and full of contented conceit oh, I've done a great job. I've now sent my child to a private school and I've done a little bit to make a world better. But I'm saying, is poverty designed into reality? Does poverty happen by magic? Anyone?
You can't look at one thing.
Does poverty happen by magic? The person just said poverty does not happen by magic. Therefore, somebody willed it into
How
existence.
did poverty start? Go on, explain this.
Poverty starts because you think someone deserves to be poor. That's how poverty starts. I think that person over there deserves to be poor because they're beneath me. They're the scum of the earth. And the scum should always be treated like scum. That's how your Abrahamic religious leaders think.
Religion doesn't promote that. Religion, look, as a Muslim,
If it didn't promote that, there would be no poverty in any Islamic country. And yet we all know there's poverty in Islamic countries, in Christian countries, in Jewish countries. There is intense poverty. Your Abrahamic leadership hates you. They think you're the scum and always have done. They don't respect you. They don't give you human rights. They don't give you the education and wealth that you deserve. They class you. They class you. You're the scum. You're the good one. And you deserve money. You deserve wealth. And the majority of our population deserves to live without any education, any housing, any education, any health service. That's what the class system is. Have you not heard of the class system? And where does the class system come from? Who designs that into reality, stating the scum should be always the slave class? Who designs that into reality? Who? Was it me? Was it you? Was it you? No, it was your religious leaders who defined that the class system that should be the only existence that should happen.
They're like using just our leaders without any evidence.
Is there any poverty?
Okay, let me give you one.
If you're a leader, you have to take responsibility, don't you? If you're a leader, you have to take responsibility. And if there's crimes happening, like poverty, like attacks against the gay community, like attacks against women for being women, then the leadership has to take responsibility and should be put in jail, shouldn't they? And if there's poverty, the leadership go to jail. Therefore, if there's poverty in your Islamic or Jewish or Christian country, your leadership should go to jail.
Give me some time to speak, please. Can I give you one reason why poverty started?
Please do.
Okay, one reason why poverty started, a very big reason, is when British, America, they go to countries, they fight, they kill civilians, they kill women, children.
Yeah.
That's the reason they make children orphans, so their parents, there's no income.
Thank you.
They ruin businesses, they ruin shops, they ruin buildings, they ruin economy. That's a very. Let me finish. You're not letting me finish.
Can you speak louder?
What do you mean speak louder? You can't hear me. You're deaf.
No, there's people behind you.
Okay.
You're not the only. I'm not the only person on the planet.
Okay, listen.
I'm asking you to
So
speak louder.
When the British go to countries, when America comes to Afghanistan, to Iraq, to Syria, they ruin economy, they ruin buildings, they bomb, they kill children, they kill innocent people, they ruin businesses, they destroy economies. What's your saying for that then? Are you not British? Are you not?
So you think because I'm British, I voted
You're talking
for
about
war?
our leaders. Is that?
Am I a leader?
No.
Am I a leader?
You're talking about our leaders. So why can I not talk about?
Am I a leader?
No. Why can I not?
I'm not a leader.
Are we leaders here?
So
pointing at that then.
this gentleman rightly pointed out, I'm going to use the Iraq War as an example, as one of the reasons why we have poverty and no human rights. Yeah?
Go on, I'm letting you speak, go on.
What religion does America follow? Anybody like to guess?
It's not about the religion, mate.
Pardon?
The devil's religion.
Yes.
So you're calling Christianity devil's religion?
They're not Christians. They're not Christians.
But they are Christians. They call themselves Christians and they do Christian acts.
If you call yourself something, it doesn't mean you're it.
But
if I call myself a
they
Muslim,
do.
I'm not Muslim.
They do it in the name of God.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. But they do that in the name of God. Every American war has been done in the name of God. Every British war has been done in the name
So
of God.
the British rule
And
was
guess
the
which
same.
God
They
it's
came
been
to
done in?
Afghanistan to
It's
rule
been
the country,
done in
and
the
that was his name.
Abrahamic
So is that what
gods.
God teaches you? Is that what God teaches you?
Abrahamic God.
God
The
teaches-
leadership has defined that war, rape, and poverty is the only thing that the people of this world deserve. They don't go to war. They sit in their big mansions, getting richer of selling weapons to you. To you.
No, I don't buy it. I don't
To you.
Look, you're being
To you. You're a weapons dealer, don't deny it. What's in that back if not a Glock?
Oh, yeah,
Which is gonna
see,
sell.
you're racist. You just admitted to being racist.
So Abrahamic
Admitted to being
religions
racist. You're not
profit
you're
from
racist,
war.
That's what you are.
Christianity in America, they glorify war. They have war universities. They have war institutions. And it's done and they swear an oath to religion.
And you started
They
war.
swear an oath to the Abrahamic religion. And why did your leadership love war so
You're
much?
going back to leadership.
Because
When I
your
talk about
poverty,
leaders, you don't like it.
your
Okay.
poverty is their heaven on earth.
Leadership have nothing.
Your religious leader's idea of heaven on earth is you all living in poverty. Bombs being dropped on your house. Terrorist attacks. That's their idea of utopia.
So you can't-
You're in the dream, utopian dream of rape, war, murder. And whose utopian dream is it? Your Abrahamic religions. And guess who are the richest people on the planet? Guess who are? Your religious leaders, your institutions are the wealth. They own the land, property, the titles, the legal system. They own your faith. They own your spirituality. They privatized your God, and in return, they gave you poverty.
Can I talk now, please? Can I talk? Look, let me tell you what you're good at, yeah?
Loud.
Let me tell you what you're good at.
Thank you.
Dodge every question, you go towards your own way. Whatever the bullshit research you've done on Google,
know anyone named Abraham?
Let this man speak.
I don't know anyone.
Ignore him.
Yeah, then go you.
Ignore him. Just speak. You got something to say.
Go on. What the thing you're good at is you dodge every single question.
All right.
People ask you, you go towards a different direction, and you just waffle. You just say random stuff.
So why are you here?
Stuff with no proof.
Why are you
I'm
here?
to make you learn. Make
And have I
become a
given
human.
you what you want?
You're not human. You're going to Muslim leaders. You're pointing
No,
at him.
Abrahamic
You're pointing at-
leaders.
You're pointing at a Chinese.
Abrahamic leadership. Charity
So you're
has
on this
never
side, you're a
worked.
big racist. That's what you are.
Charity.
You're racist.
Abrahamic religion.
You're racist.
There are Christians out there.
No, you're racist.
Have you ever heard of Christians?
What's your religion?
What's your religion?
Oh,
Go on
What's
then.
your way of life? That's
my religion wasn't privatized.
What's your
My relationship with the unknown is my own relationship with the
What's your
unknown.
way of life? What do you do? What's your purpose here?
I come
What's
here
your purpose
to
in this
stop
world?
and make sure that poverty isn't something that you think should just exist. And we should never fight
What's your
poverty
way of life?
and end poverty.
What's your way of life?
Coming here and talking about what we need to think about. Come here and talking about the questions
Look, instead of
that
you
you don't
coming
want to
here-
have heard
instead of-
in your life.
instead of you
Coming
coming
here and saying poverty is designed. Poverty is designed into reality. Therefore, those designers, those architects of misery and horror should be put into prison. They shouldn't be given billions of pounds and given titles from which they can live their lives from.
Brother, I've got one question for you. You've made one point to everyone across this whole thing, and that is don't give charity.
Yes, don't give to
Go on,
charity.
listen to him then. Go on.
So what? We shouldn't give charity.
On a personal level,
would you
on a
like to-
personal level, yes, give to charity, but don't give to any institution. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I thought you'd.
Oh, he was a liar.
You got caught lying.
Sincerity isn't your way. But that's fine.
That's charity.
I'm used to the insincere.
That's charity though.
I'm used to the insincere.
You're used to everything. You're not human.
You guarantee poverty in this world if you believe poverty is here magically. There is a root cause to everything that we experience. There is always a root cause. I implore you to interrogate said root cause and just don't give up. Don't give up to the idea poverty is always here. Never do that.
Poverty is always guaranteed in any society.
Yeah, if you think it is, if you think poverty is guaranteed, then you are guaranteed
See, don't listen, that's
poverty.
your problem.
You're your own for God, you're your own prophet, and you're your own, what's the word? Someone,
point?
fortune teller.
What's your point,
You're
man?
all those wrapped up in your own self.
Poverty isn't bad.
Sorry, come, don't be shy, come a bit closer. Pardon?
What's your point?
He's scared of you. You might
My
be
point is, you said tell him he's weak. You're saying he's weak.
Who's weak?
You said he's scared.
I'm saying you're scared. Listen,
Sorry.
you're dodging every question.
At the same time.
He asked, what's your point?
Who?
What's your main point? What
My
you
main
trying-
point is that firstly, poverty is designed by people into reality. Therefore we must,
does that mean?
therefore we should examine who profits from your poverty. We should examine who profits from your poverty. War is brought into reality, designed into our worlds on purpose. It does not happen by magic. Therefore, we should interrogate and arrest those who are addicted to the profits of war.
In a nutshell, human being
Hatred, sorry?
In a nutshell, you're saying human being cause poverty. That's what you're saying, basically.
Yes, who, but which human being?
You just said simple.
Did you, did you cause the poverty? Did you cause the war? No, but there are human beings that did do that. And guess what? They have titles. They have billions of pounds to their name. And they go around in Rolls Royce. They go around in the conceit of their horror and rape and murder and the rape of human rights. That's what they travel around in.
What does human being that cause poverty?
Pardon?
What does human being that cause poverty? Do you know them?
Yes, the people that own the weapon companies. They lobby governments to create war, to create hatred. Look at the shares of weapon companies. Since Ukraine war has happened, guess what? The war industry is profiting, and the war industry is run solely by the Abrahamic religions. The Abrahamic.
That is true, but what has that got to do with religion?
I'm saying your religious leadership,
Whose religious leadership, sorry?
Abrahamic religious leadership.
Are you one?
Correct. The leadership, all of them, they profit from war and genocide. Huh?
Leadership.
Whoever claims to be authority.
Everyone have one religion, you know that?
Authority, leader. Oh, absolutely, yes. Yeah, you know who.
On what scale?
Anyone that classes themselves, anybody who's in a position of responsibility.
Responsibility, boy.
Responsibility.
Listen to me. How dare you? This is your
You are very entertaining.
your
There's a lot
father's
of value in
okay?
There's a lot of value.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because I criticise your religious leaders doesn't mean I criticise your God or your faith or your spirituality. I'm not criticising God. I'm criticising the privatisation of your God by your religious leaders. That's who I'm criticising. They privatised your spirituality, and they say that you should always believe in poverty. Hey, my name is Dust, by the way. Thank you.
Listen, Dusty.
Oh, and I have a YouTube channel. I have a YouTube channel called The Age of Dust. The Age of Dust. Well, one question at a time.
Pause with attention. I want to say something. You never criticize no religious leader when you talk about the people who cause poverty. If you know who they are, you can put them in three categories.
Can you speak louder for the crowd?
No, I'm not teaching. They can hear me. Anyways.
This man's talking. Please listen.
So anyway, when you talk about the people who cause poverty, you put them in three categories very easily.
Three categories.
The bankers,
Bankers,
the big corporation,
corporation,
and the politician that colludes with them.
and politicians.
Yes.
And who owns
So listen now.
this
Listen,
triad?
Listen carefully.
Who owns this triad?
Listen carefully.
I'll tell you who owns this triad.
These are the least.
Your
educated people
Abrahamic
we have.
religions own this triad. They own the politicians.
That's what you're good at. You don't let anyone speak.
It's a conversation.
No, if it was a conversation, I would not. Oh, I love your physical embrace, but can we please restrain from physical embraces?
Conversation works.
Not that you're not beautiful or anything.
When he is speaking, I look like trash right now, but when he is
You don't.
speaking...
You're a model.
Okay. That's got nothing to do with it. When he is speaking, you listen
Yes.
without thinking about your response. That is how a conversation
Yes.
works. And then you respond to what he
The
is saying.
clue,
It's a conversation.
the clue, this isn't a
Apparently what you're
conversation.
trying to have.
The clue, this is not a
You are
conversation.
angry, bruv. You
It's
are
because
angry,
I'm
bruv.
on a platform. That's the clue that this is not a conversation. What this is a talk, a lecture, and a communication. And yes, I do take questions from the crowd, but the clue is the platform. If that's not enough of a clue for you, there's not much more I can do to help.
Let the man speak. I think we should let the man speak.
Rolling. He's going. It's okay. He's into something else.
Okay.
Where it comes from is people that believe it should and always does happen.
I think that guy should speak.
Hey, he had nothing else to say. I already knew that.
I'm not going to lie, I think you should speak more.
Well, he can bring a platform. You can bring a platform for him. And he can get on that platform and he can talk. And at a speaker's corner, we should have the entitlement to talk, no matter what you say.
Why would I know I don't need to speak to teach people basic.
I don't even know, Joe, I'm rolling. But thank you for that.
I think it means JK rolling.
You hate to preach, not to laugh.
I'm making you entertained.
You're not entertained. This is not entertainment.
You're loving
So
it.
this is entertainment.
If you take it as such.
No.
Or you could listen.
That's what you just said.
It's up to you how you take it. I'm not the controller of your mind.
Okay, but you are here to garner
That's
attention
because-
for yourself.
Pardon?
You are here to garner attention for yourself under the guise of something.
If you wish to take that from this message, then take what you wish. But I'm talking about why poverty happens, why war happens, why these institutions divide communities, divide men and women, divide the gay community, divide you from the gay communities, racism, Pardon?
Out of every two.
and also divide and deny women a right to live a fully human life in the Abrahamic faith.
Mate,
Your religious leaders don't do
You're
that.
oppressing me to live a whole life.
Yeah.
You're oppressing me right now.
Okay.
Okay.
You can go get the police.
You're in a fucking...
If you've got a legal dispute, get the
All
police.
Abrahamic religions, no religious leader dictates anything. The book dictates everything. No
Yes.
religious leader.
And as everybody knows here, that book has many different interpretations within your own religions. So standing in front of me and pretending to be naive will not wash.
You don't know nothing about.
But your faith have many.
How many persons is Abraham? Is he one man? Abraham.
No. Oh, I don't understand the question.
You're talking
How many persons is Abraham? Is Abraham one man or more?
It's
One
an
person.
Abrahamic faith,
No,
a group.
I'm talking about Abraham himself.
Okay, so what religion